King Charles's protective move. How the monarch shielded Princess Beatrice and Eugenie after Prince Andrew's scandal. Welcome back to Crown Chronicles, your royal home for all things regal, remarkable, and royally dramatic. If you haven't already, subscribe to join our growing community of royal watchers, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new episode exploring the world's most fascinating family, the British monarchy. Now, let's dive into today's story, one that has royal insiders talking and the world paying close attention. It's the tale of King Charles's quiet yet powerful move to protect his nieces, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, following a controversial moment from their father, Prince Andrew. The royal shockwave. Prince Andrew's words that stirred controversy. When Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, made his latest public statement, attempting to clarify and defend his past actions, it reignited a storm the monarchy had hoped was long behind them. His words may have been intended to restore dignity, but instead, they reopened old wounds and thrust his daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie, back under the harsh glare of public scrutiny. Both princesses have, for years, tried to walk a careful line, loyal to their father, yet fully aware that his past has cast long shadows over their own royal futures. But behind the scenes, sources say King Charles III was watching closely, not with anger, but with deep concern. He knew the public's renewed focus on Andrew could once again endanger the image of two young women who have done nothing wrong but carry the York name. Charles steps in. A king's subtle protection plan. What came next surprised even seasoned royal watchers. In a quiet yet deliberate move, King Charles reaffirmed that Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie would retain their royal titles and styles. Her Royal Highness, a symbolic gesture that sent a strong message. They remain part of the royal fold. For Charles, this wasn't just about tradition. It was about drawing a firm line between the sins of the father and the integrity of his daughters. While many speculated that Charles might continue his slimmed-down monarchy strategy and sideline the York sisters, his decision to let them maintain their royal identities speaks volumes. It was, insiders suggest, an act of quiet compassion, and perhaps, one of his most human decisions as king. Behind palace doors, Charles's personal feelings toward his nieces. Those close to the royal family know that King Charles has always had a soft spot for Beatrice and Eugenie. They grew up calling him Uncle Charles, often spending summers at Balmoral and holidays at Sandringham. Despite the turbulence surrounding their father, both princesses have maintained warm relationships with their uncle and his family. Beatrice, now married to Edoardo Mappili Mazzi, and Eugenie, wife of Jack Brooksbank, have both built lives that balance royal duty with private careers. They represent a new kind of modern royalty, not reliant on taxpayer funds, but still embodying the grace and service that defines the firm. Charles reportedly admires this independence. In their quiet dignity, he sees the kind of modern image the monarchy needs: relatable, humble, and hardworking. Public sentiment and palace strategy. When Andrew's scandals first emerged, public sympathy for his daughters was evident. Most people recognized that Beatrice and Eugenie were innocent bystanders, unfairly judged by association. King Charles's move to protect their titles, therefore, wasn't just a family gesture, it was a strategic communication of compassion and stability. In a time when the monarchy faces constant scrutiny, the king's action reminded the public that he understands the importance of unity, fairness, and empathy. He didn't make a speech. He didn't release a statement. But by maintaining their royal standing, Charles delivered a message far more powerful than words: the future of the monarchy will not punish the innocent. Beatrice and Eugenie's role in the new monarchy. While the sisters are not working royals, their behind-the-scenes support for the family remains steady. Princess Eugenie has been involved in numerous charitable causes, including anti-slavery efforts, and often speaks with passion about modern social issues. Princess Beatrice, meanwhile, has taken a keen interest in education and dyslexia awareness, using her own experiences to inspire others. Both women continue to represent the monarchy at select public events, but on their own terms. And that, insiders say, is exactly what King Charles wants: a family that reflects modern Britain, relatable yet dignified, connected yet independent. By allowing them to retain their royal titles, Charles ensures that they remain symbols of continuity and respectability, vital assets to the crown at a time when every move is scrutinized. A lesson in leadership. Compassion meets calculation. King Charles's reign has often been described as one of balance, tradition meeting modernization, discipline meeting compassion. In his handling of Prince Andrew's ongoing public fallout, we've seen both sides at play. On one hand, Charles made the tough call years ago to strip Andrew of his royal duties, a necessary step to safeguard the crown's integrity. On the other hand, his protective stance toward Beatrice and Eugenie reveals a softer side, the fatherly uncle who believes that the next generation deserves a fair chance. This balance between firmness and forgiveness may well define his legacy as monarch. The bigger picture, healing the royal image. King Charles knows the monarchy's survival depends not just on power, but on public trust. After the turbulence of recent years, from Megxit to Andrew's downfall, every royal action carries immense symbolic weight. By quietly standing by Beatrice and Eugenie, Charles offers the public a story of redemption, grace, and generational healing. It's a reminder that while scandals may shake the palace walls, family and forgiveness remain the monarchy's unseen pillars. A king's love in action. In the end, King Charles's decision isn't just about titles or protocol. It's about protecting his family's humanity in a world that often forgets they're human at all. He understands that while crowns may glitter, what truly endures is loyalty, integrity, and compassion, qualities Beatrice and Eugenie continue to show even in the face of relentless scrutiny. And perhaps that's the true mark of a monarch, knowing when to lead with power, and when to lead with heart. Thank you for joining us on Crown Chronicles. What do you think of King Charles's decision to protect Princess Beatrice and Eugenie? Is this the right move for the future of the monarchy, or is the king treading dangerous waters by keeping the York sisters in the royal spotlight? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you love royal stories told with truth and grace. Until next time, stay royal, and stay curious.